Good afternoon, or good evening I should say, and welcome to English Park for this Morrison Mitsubishi quarterfinal between Nomads United and Western. Nomads in their familiar blue-white with red socks, and the red and black for Western. Well, these two clubs are a couple of the oldest, or are the oldest teams in Otatahi Christchurch. Western founded in 1913 and Nomads founded in 1910. And we all know Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup has been going since 1913. So tried and true, these sides have been, these clubs must have met a few times before in this here competition. And as we look back, we can see that Nomads have won the Cup 11 times and Western have won it 26 times. Well, that's going to be very interesting to see how these two sides go against each other. It is a Southern League side up against a New World Premiership side, of course. The Western boys came off a loss against Waimak 2-1 on the weekend, and they are currently sitting at the bottom without a win in that New World Men's Premiership. So a real good wake-up call for those boys. And of course in the for Nomads, they've got a Chatham Cup fixture coming up this weekend where they'll host Nelson Suburbs on Sunday at Turlock Park at 11 o'clock. And they've come off a great win on the weekend against Northern in that Southern League. They're currently up and amongst it on in third place at 19 points. So they'll look to continue their form into this game. Pressure immediately going on from this Nomad side. There's a couple of players missing from the normal Nomads lineup. No Finn Holdham, likely to be their leading goal scorer, I think. Nice work in there, but it's Caleb Cotton trying to work his way out of the tight spice. Drop it back into Hugo King, who's playing the anchor midfield role. The back four, they start passing around here between McKee, Metherell, Gillett and Sandys across the back line for Nomads United. Reeves, King and Cotton make up the midfield three, and up top is Ellis, Burge and Turner. In goal for them, the familiar custodian of Regan Frame, who's standing quite high at the moment, ready for action as Cotton tries to find a way forward, but no gaps at the moment in this Western defence, and they'll want to be keeping nice and tight, making sure there's no room or time to play in. That back four for Western. Got Lund, Wilson, Pitts and Sosa. Their midfield three made up of Kentrick, Tan and DeFreitas. And they're playing three up top as we see a wee opportunity here for Nomads to get forward through Burge. It's a nice ball in, it's made it through to the centre, the top of the area, but great defending. In there from Pitts, I think it was. And Nomads will go back in, enjoy some possession, trying to draw out, and the chasing will be done by that top three of Western and Roberts, Hudson and Thomas. They'll need to work hard today. If they can keep a good shape, you never know what. And that's a lovely ball through, but well read in the end by Pitts. Nice little connection through the midfield here, but Cotton's done enough to dispossess, and King will come away with it. Back into Metherell. Across to Gillett. Two centre backs just exchanging the ball, trying to make sure there's no mistakes made back there. Drop nice and deep so they can give themselves plenty of time on the ball. Pressure's going on at the moment from the pressing Western offensive players. They can get something early and give themselves a chance. It's fed forward. Willing runner. And Burge pulls it across. There's a decent foot in there. Had one go at it. Working hard to clear it here, Western, but Nomads have it back. Alice. Well covered there. Double teaming work from Sosa. I think it was Thomas who was also involved in there. Nice little interchange. Cotton. Give the left foot into the near post, is it? No, it's going to drift out for the goal kick. Well, Matt Jensen will be more than happy with his side's Southern League form. He said they're sitting in third. Well up and one by Gillett. Nice defending. As away we go from Burge. Drives in, he's going to have a crack. There's a foot in the way though, and it will spin out for a corner. The first of the evening. Yes, Nomads have collected themselves 6 wins, 1 draw and 3 defeats in the Southern League, giving themselves a wee chance. They're sitting 6 points behind Ferrymead Bays at the moment, just early on in the second round. So as the first corner goes in deep, and it's one in the air, but couldn't direct it goalward. It can't have been far away. Won by King. Fighting hard for it in there, both teams. Sosa tries to feed it forward in 10. Nicely won by King. Feeds it nicely into the pathway of Alice, who draws it back, and it's at the top of the surely, and it's a great finish. In the end there, who was it? Guy Reeves, who snuck up on the back post to get the first of the night in the 5th minute. And everything has gone the way of the Southern League side. And the first goal also going the way of the side in blue, white and red. Definitely see the ball movement's nice from Nomads. It's one day that just in and out of their feet, moving it around, looking for these opportunities to get into the crossing zones. Just with the touch there, Sosa's come in, and it's a bit of a mix-up. Forward goes Alice again. Want to inject a bit of pace into it. He's matched to it at the moment. Nice work in there from Wilson. And that's something this Western side obviously struggling for results, but also down in that New World Premiership, the games just not as quick. Definitely something they are going to have to adapt to rather quickly if they want to make the most of this one. They can push forward and get themselves into the attacking area. Well, it's a hopeful ball forward, and Frame will have no trouble dealing with it. Frame out to the back line. Across it goes to Gillett. Drives forward, sees some space, has to feed it out nicely to McKee. Well, and a wee bit too cute there was Ellis. The ball's played in to Hodgson. Hodgson has driven it away, back into the midfield. Still played forward to Freitas, a little bit off ball, back into Pitts. Wilson back to Pitts. Flip forward, well read by McKee. Back in position now. Asking Weston to come forward. Can see the lines of defence. We have a set immediately here for Weston. Good shape at the moment. That'll be something that this passing will look to stretch. Weston around as Nomads. Yeah, just with that loose touch, giving an opportunity, but in Nomads' throw. Nicely flicked on. Good defensive work. Very hand-to-hand combat at the moment. Things tight. It's a play from Weston. Finds some traction up that left-hand side. Nice little inside ball. It's a decent enough tackle. And Frame introduced some composure. There's his side to get back into shape. Well, we're starting to be joined by a few fans here at English Park in the Steve Sumner Stand. Good little turnout from both these clubs enjoying the Tuesday night cup football. Nice work from Cotton. Spreads it wide to Sandys. And now it's back to Cotton. He's tried to feed it forward. It's not as precise as maybe he would have wanted. Working down the channel. Weatherall will give cover and give it back into the feet of Frame. Across to Gillett. McKee wants it, but and they get it to him. And pressing the ball. Nice work for Pitts, who jumps into it. Nice to ignite an attack, but can't do any better than put it out. Tonight's referee is Ralph Klink, experienced man in the middle. Hasn't had much to do so far, everything's flowing nicely from a footballing perspective. Nice work from King. Cotton. Nice for 1-2 with Burge. Weatherall sees some space in front of him, considers using it. There's his foot and aims for Ellis. Finds him, a lovely little touch. Trying to find the space. Cuts it back. There's a couple queued up here and it's a miscue in the end. Fortunately there for That might have been William Turner, who had a decent wee look at that one. Maybe just saw his name in the headlines before he got the job done. Pitts across to Sosa. Pitts gets it back and there's plenty of pressure on him. McKee. King. And they're all out to McKee. Nice looking ball in there. It can be flicked on by Turner. Laid back nicely and bang, there it is. Number 17, Ryan Ellis. Capitalising on a bit of generosity, really. It was well laid back in the box there. I think it was by Burge. Straight into the side, into the corner of the netting. What a finish. And it's taken them 7 minutes since they scored the first goal. And back and giving themselves a 2-goal margin. And will really challenge this western side now as Sosa comes out with it. Pressure's on. King do his best to get a bit of that. Hodgins tried to get it forward, but no luck there, and Nomads will no doubt continue to be patient. Everything they've done so far has been on point as they launch forward, trying to find that channel, but it wasn't there. They're going to pick up the scraps. Here's Burgess through and back into the area. Nice work by the defence, swooped in and around him. There was Wilson and Pitts making it difficult for Burge and easy for Collins to gather and promote up the field. Cotton goes back. They're all receiving it from Gillett. Push forward nicely. Reeves, the willing recipient. It's fed through into Burge again. He's a willing runner. Been able to keep it too and clips it in nicely with the left foot. Cotton, top of the box. Can he find the space? Is it just enough defensive pressure in there to disrupt? Fed wide. Good retention in here from Nomads. They're going to come back, but they will keep possession. Good bit of pressure though. Nice work from Hodgins. Roberts also giving chase. Good distance on these passes from Nomads. King. Really, the distance on the pass is really challenging Western to keep up with the play. If you get the ball working, it means you don't have to. There's some nice play from Nomads. They managed to switch the play to Key, back into King. Spun and opened out by Cotton. Sandys back to Cotton. There's some room for him to drive at the defence, and he feeds it through to Burge. Looks like he maybe just got a wee bit too much on that one though. Short by Weston. Pitts. Forward towards Hudson. Nice work from Gillett. He's dealt with by Collins. Lund back into Wilson. We have to go back to Collins and receives it back. So the press comes on from Nomads, looking to create the error. Nice work from Sandys. Burge, nice little juggle and strike. Couldn't find the accuracy required though. Tidy bit of work in there from Jesse Burge. have been quite spectacular if he was able to wrap his right foot around that one. And Pitts puts his boot through that one, and only find McKee. King sees something, finds Burge, plenty of space. Forward goes Reeves. One on driving, trying to create a little bit of pace to get by, but couldn't do so. Well defended. Using these deep fullbacks well here, Nomads, just a transition play. Able to be nice and patient. 2-goal lead and be full of confidence here. Staying about their work though, nothing too fancy. Just doing the right things at the right time, and they've got forward into Burge. He's able to turn, feeds it wide. Sandys is driven forward, pushes it into Burge, who's made that full run, cut it back. As well, good little foot in there from the Western defender. The press is on from Nomads. They've got the wrestled the possession back. No, they haven't. A wee opportunity here, maybe opening up for the boys in red and black. They just lose it, and look at this composure from the defence. Back they go. Just creating an alarming bit of room for themselves, which those attackers try to create the error. Now Burge has got it, now he hasn't. Poor turn from him. Here comes to Freitas. Nicely covered by Metherell. Sandys now. Looking for the runner. It's Burge who's given the chase. Will he get there? He can. He struck it well, but not enough to bother Liam Collins in goal. Can Western create something here? Got a position high up the field. Not for long. Frame keeps position. Hodgson has a look. Forward to McKee. Ellis. Nice defending from Sosa. He'll win the throw. Pitts. They're all under pressure, but showing a bit of composure. McKee flicking on. Tan able to get in there. McKee just getting the foot in. Western throw. Red just got up and tried to win it. So set. Nice little flick down the line. Must have gone out though somewhere along there, says the assistant referee. Sosa. King does well to get it out to Sandys. Immediate pressure on him. And a tidy bit of work in the air just to go back and restart through frame from King. Cotton. Clip forward. Good run from Alice. Will that flag go up? It has. Run just a touch too early. Would have been an interesting ball if young Will McKee had seen a run, a more central run. An angle ball through. Use that decoy of Alice. It was a nice high line from Western, but I would have felt that all eyes were on the run of Alice and not on others. So Reeves feeds it out to Sandys. Nice work from Hudson, so making sure that there's only one channel there for Gillett to use and able to create a turnover. Can they enjoy some possession here and maybe start stringing a few passes together and creating some of their own opportunities? Just to stay in touch here. No, they're not with a touch like that. Across the frame. Netherall's already given some width and he receives it. Nice inside run from Sandys. A couple of willing runners forward, but Turner's come back and got it. Couldn't find a way forward, he'll go back to Netherall. Nice little move in there to find the space. Right, Crodson's doing his best up the top here for Western, just to influence the backs as McKee is forward, drops it back into Alice. King, nice little bit of footwork, drives forward. Reeves, able to turn, gets it out to the Sandys. I like to give a wee run down the side to Elite. No. They can do King. Across to McKee. Alice went for the Megs, got it back. McKee inside to King. Netherall now. Punches it forward, finds Reeves. There's an overlapping run from Sandys, but it's a pass that didn't have enough on it. Here's a night ball in. Reeves, has he won the corner? He has. A wee opportunity for centre backs to get up and get involved. Swinging corner. Right to the 6-yard box. Keeper's up there. Collins has got it. Wee hand on it. He can get out and retrieve it too. Nice work from him. That's a long time with the ball. As the pressure goes on, a wee burgle here. Opportunity taken. Nice, tidy finish by Will Turner. Now the pressure was all on. It seemed to take a wee age for Collins to get rid of it. And so Western tried to pass the ball out in the 26th minute. They paid the price via the Western press. The Nomads press. And benefactor was Will Turner, who calmly slotted it inside the right hand upright. You might suggest that if Nomads continue with the way they're playing, so some effort here from Western as they come back into tan, all the way back. Gonna have to be an accurate pass here. It's not. Punch through. There's a wee touch on it. Where will the ball fall? It's for Western. Have no luck there at all for the defensive through. And they've made it 4 relatively quickly. The chase was hard. I think that might have been Caleb Cotton who ended up getting the last touch on it. Oh no, that one's been scrubbed off. Has it? Yes, it has. Been an offside there as the ball fell. Where? Okay. So it was right up. Must have been the last flows of that movement. Where the linesman has spotted the infringement. Burge. Surrounded by Western players. King's done well to get a foot in there. And Cotton, who just a minute ago thought he had a goal. Nice ball through, but again, that run from Ellis has been made just a touch early. Forward from Sosa, read well by King. McKee will go back to frame. Well, there's a good bit of support here for Nomads. They have got a few fans that have come along and joined in the evening. It's not a warm one out there either. Just only 8 degrees. No wind to speak of. Still evening. But I'm sure it's a bit warmer where you are. Tuned in to watch this Morrison Mitsubishi quarter-final. McKee doing well. Tidy bit of play. King. Put under pressure, but he gets it well, turns well and gets it to Metherell, who strides off into the space in front of him. Feeds it out wide to absolutely nobody. It must have been a trick he learned off his dad. Western back in position. Losing it there, and there's plenty of blue shirts to try to turn this into something. It's a nice ball through. This time Cotton looking for the help, and it's just put over top by Pitts, who is relieved to see that one go before a third corner for Nomads. Nomads. There's movement in the box. The ball's delivered in. Right in, and Collins has had to just turn it over. It was a tidy corner. Might have been heading in. Referee Clink going to make them, well, and rightly so. Take it from the opposite side. There's plenty of Nomads fans also at that far end. Having a wee kick around. and behind the perennial signs. Once again, right in, and Collins has had to get a decent hand on it. Did well. Western have come forward, defending well. Fed wide. Reeves will bring it in, under control. Can he get it back in? Pitts goes around him relatively easily. Cuts it back, but there's a good foot in there. But, now it'll be a throw. McKee drives forward to take this one. Ellis steps inside, found some room. Couldn't connect in there. Off Cotton. McKee gets it across to Reeves, who's going to have a go from here. And what a save that is. Liam Collins getting all horizontal. Turns it round. Down the fifth corner for Nomads will be coming from the right-hand side. These have been right in on top of keeper Collins, and this one's the same. Up and one, but put wide. Well, no. There's a defensive header in there somewhere. Decent. Well, I thought that might have. Thought Turner might have got up there, but. Been a decent bit of defending just to get it before he did. Guy Reeves has come over to take the corner. There's a lot of action happening in and around that 6-yard box. And that's where the ball's gone in. It's a defensive header by Pitts. And this one will be out for the goal kick. Pitts out to Sosa. Pressure's on from Ellis. Spilled into McKee. Lovely little touch. Ellis will drive at the crowded area. He's got through it and he's going to have a nudge. Just couldn't get it to sit down. Decent effort there from the left winger. But just a wee little deviation from the plan that's been working for Nomads there, though. Start to shoot from range, and this is what can happen when a team is dominating on the scoreboard. A few other chances that maybe might have been a pass earlier on in the game or against in a tighter fixture. And they move away from that. Just individuals having goes and sure. Coach Matt Jensen will just like the boys to just keep doing what they're doing. Enjoy the teamwork as this one's been put into the pathway of Burge. Lovely little touch. Gets it up and over another one. Feeds it through, but decent work in there from Wilson. It's a Western throw. Nice work for the Nomads midfield. Cotton to Metherall. Across to Gillett. I like the space between these two centre backs. Into King. Out to Ellis. Drives forward. Cuts in. Finds it to Cotton. Gets it back. There's Ellis, but the touch is loose. Cotton tidies up. The help of Metherall. Sandys. King across to Gillett. Key comes and grabs it. Burge, done well to keep it there. Clip forward. Run from Turner. It's bombed into the box. Else will chase this down. Back into McKee. King. Bit of work for Gillett. Cotton. King. Across to Mitherall. Looking for some runners here. Ellis has made his way across, but now they're going to use King. Easy for him to get it to Gillett. McKee. Out wide to Ellis. He'll have the room to drive it. Sosa. Some cover there. Clip to the far post. There's a couple of waiting bodies. Just about falls into Cotton, but nice work from Kentrick to deny. Ellis. Little steps. And composure in the air, and it's well defended by Sosa. And Ellis having to resort to some illegal means to keep himself in the game there. Pitts drives it forward. Well controlled by McKee. Finds himself in a bit of space. Couldn't get it in. Nice work from King. Like the way he's playing there, he's picking up a lot of ball, making himself available, taking the chance to take responsibility. McKee looking to Gillett now. King, just a wee blip in the position. Mitherall out to Sandys, into King. There's pressure on him, but he knows where his supporters. Let it to McKee. 1-2 with Ellis. Ellis's touch just takes it away from him, and well, he's had enough. Go there, we sit down. Sees a referee clink. Sinbin in there for Samuel Thomas. Question's been asked by Pitts, but captain, he's not. Once again, we see the evidence that the referees will not be changing their mind. Advantage here in the 40th minute. McKee. Dangerous times here for Western. It's Cotton. Out to Ellis. Cotton into King. We all hands to the pump here for Western, just to try to keep it at 3. Scoreboard attendance being fooled by that fourth goal and was chalked off for an offside call. We'll get that fixed at half time. McKee back into King. Somewhat of a hapless shrug in the air by De Freitas, who like maybe no, he might have picked up, wasn't moving too freely, but Who's going to be asked? Yes, number 14, Shane DeFreitas, an experienced player. Not moving the freest out there. Here's Mitherall. Retrieves the ball. Back into King. It's wide to McKee. This ball into Reeves. Cotton wants it, gets it. Mitherall. Patient play here. Well, commentator's curse there. Cotton unable to get it to King. Nomads welcome the possession back. It's a deep set Western defence. Nice ball into Burge. Clipped in towards the far post from Sandys. It's found Ellis, who drives it back in. Ricochets off Sosa and it'll be a throw. McKee. Receives it from Gillett. Sends it out to Sandys. King. Spins and opens the play back out to McKee. Slotted into Ellis. A little stumble, but now some trickery, is it? No, Sosa's been able to do well. Hudson keeps it in. The Freitas moves it off to Tan. Fed forward to the run from Roberts. Can he link up? It's been sent backwards. Sosa into Tan. Sent wide by Roberts. Now a searching ball in and no willing runners on that one. Frame out to McKee. Ellis. Patient play here in the dying stages of this first half. Nice little play here. Decent defence though, good numbers. Patient work here from Nomads as they work, and currently sitting 3 goals up as we head into additional time. There's a couple of glances at the watch from referee Clink. Mitherall puts it out wide. McKee's gone forward but unable to keep that in. Well, we've seen already Coastal Spirit go through with the 2-0 win over Burwood. Ferrymead Bays made short work of FC20 winning 6-1. And in a couple of weeks' time, we'll see Hawesville United taking on the Universities of Canterbury. Open one well by Alice, sent forward by Tan. Burge clips it in. Where's it going to fall? Cotton runs forward, drives it into the top of the net. No chance whatsoever from by Collins. No chance given by Cotton, who does make it 4. The 46th minute, a nice little gift to take to the changing rooms. For Matt Jensen and his playing and his coaching staff. Tan. That's the Pitts. Nicely kept in by McKee. Go back to Frame, who puts a confident foot through it. Pitts gets it after the bounce. Sent forward by Cotton and out by Sosa. McKee. They want another one here. Burge puts her foot in it. And there is the half-time whistle in this Morrison Mitsubishi quarter-final of the English Cup. Been all Nomads United so far. Western will have to really regroup and find a way to challenge this Nomad side, who are in control as they head to the changing rooms. Have a break, grab a cup of tea, and join us for the second half. Welcome back to English Park for this Morrison Mitsubishi quarter-final between Nomads United and Western. And so far it has been all Nomads. They've collected themselves 4 goals in the first half, with Western unable to trouble the Regan Frayne goal. Well, there has been a change for Nomads. I can see that Cody Johnson has come on. Looks like he'll be playing high up the park, maybe in the midfield. We'll try to figure out who he's replaced as soon as we can. And for those who have just joined in, Western are down a player. Samuel Tolonis shared his views with the referee and referee Clink, and got himself sin binned for 10 minutes. So he's got 5 minutes to go on that. So tough work here for their New World Premiership side. Still looking for their first win of the year. Back into Frayne. Not risking anything, goes forward with that. Brought down, well, fortunately, by Burge. All kept in by Ellis. He drives across, feeds it out. Plenty of room here to measure a ball in. I think they want to get it into a better shape, but couldn't do so. Down by Sandys. Will Holland has also gone on the park. It looks like he might have replaced Daniel Metherall as Nomads come forward, and it's going to be out for the first corner of the half. Definitely a couple of changes here by Matt Jensen, as we'll see. Corner driven in towards the near post, well cleared by Pitts. We'll get another bite of this one though, will Nomads. It swung in towards the far post, there's plenty of headers there. Holland was close, sent goalward, spilt by Collins, fought and stuck away by number 14, Hamish. Well, it was a wee bit too easy there, wasn't it? It was a decent header in goalward. Collins batted it away. The defence didn't react as they were trying to defend it. The hunger was there from central defender Hamish Gillett, who worked hard to win the ball and stick it away. Well, a nightmare start for this Western side, hoping to build themselves back into this game. At the 47th minute has brought a goal. Frayne steps forward. Holland looking for some options. Goes back to the recent goal scorer, Gillett. The key. King. Nice work by Sandys. Turn it back into Holland, who goes across to Gillett. Inviting this Western side to disrupt their shape. A loose pass. Determined work by Gillett to get it back. King's gone back to cover him and receives it. Nice work from him. Loose touch in there from Ellis. Yeah, Burge pounced on a bit of an error. Takes on Pitts, gets it on his right foot and sneaks it in. What a finish. Well, Pitt was waiting for the opportunity to get a foot in there. It didn't come, and it had resulted in a 49th minute for Nomads United through Jesse Burge, who's been industrious the entire first half. Never got a reward, but certainly showed some class there to give Liam Collins no chance in the Western goal. I think it's been Guy Reeves who's the midfielder who's been replaced by Cody Johnson. See, Caleb Cotton is still out there. Nice wide ball into Ellis. Drives at the line, gets beyond Sosa, puts on the afterburners, cuts it back across. And not far away there from a 7th goal there, Nomads. Was it Burge? Who just wished he was a foot taller. Might have doubled his tally. Burge on the ball now, but his touch is too strong. Wilson goes across the pits. Launches forward, well read by King. Nice work in the midfield. Out here to number 17. Here's an opportunity here. And it's taken. One back for Western. Warwick Hodgson picks up Western's first in the 51st minute. A glimmer of hope. Nice little run forward by Idris Ahmed, who's gone on. I assume he's replaced Jacob Roberts. And a wee bit of hope for Western here. Where has a wake-up call for Nomads. King into Johnson, rolls it to King. Nice little interchange. Out they come to Sandys. Back into Holland. King back into Gillett, out to McKee. And the line to Ellis, who's able to turn. Takes on Sosa, but who's maybe thought he'd want to throw, but not this time. Cotton back into McKee, who shows some nice tight skills, tries to feed the ball through. Sosa gets on it, he's pressured by Ellis. Cool, calm work from the Nomads side. Get themselves out of trouble. Holland into Burge. Tries to roll around Wilson, who's having none of it. Here comes McKee though. They've given it away. They have to recover quickly here, Western. McKee searches for the far post and in off the post. Well, it didn't go in, it was towards the post, it's just come out off the post. I think it was, get to see who had that opportunity. As Roberts has done well to come away with it, he's still out there, maybe just shifted his position. I think that chance fell to William Turner. Couldn't sneak it in. Yeah, Roberts has moved into the midfield, so that Tan's still out there. It'll be De Freitas, who wasn't moving too well, I think. As Wilson tries to protect it, can't do so. Opportunity here, what a save. Well, Burge did his best, but it was dynamic work in the goal by Liam Collins. And the end result is a corner. Trying to see if Western have returned to their full 11. They must have, surely. The 55th minute. Nomads right into the guts of it. Good defensive header. Roberts tries. Clear it, can't do so. And no luck in there from McKee, who tried to jink and jive his way through. Frame. Yeah, they're all back to their 11 now, Western. Sandy's doing well. King. Holland. Back to King. Cotton. Nice work from Turner to get it back into King. McKee at Ellis. Pushes it by Sosa. Finds some space. Feeds it out wide. Driven across. And over from Cotton, who knows he can do better with that one. And some more changes here for Nomads. Like Captain, I think it is, Captain Cotton going off. A couple of new players, let's see if we can figure who they are. Number 13, Benjamin Worrell up top. And number 4, Zach Killick coming on in the midfield. Drives forward, Burge, not going to go that way. Back into King. Sandys. Fed wide by Gillett. McKee taking on and losing the battle there to Thomas. Just edging their way up the line here, Western. Morrison Mitsubishi also good supporters of the Rita Fitzpatrick Cup. And we've had a couple of games there where Coastal made light work of FC 2011 11-0. Kashmir Technical similarly got the better of Selwyn United by 5-0. Next week we'll get to watch Universities of Canterbury take on Hawesville United. And later on, last weekend or last Tuesday of June, we will see NW United take on Fairmead Bays. No luck in there for Hamid. Tried to bring the ball under control, and Holland does so. Rolls it across to Frame, who transitions across to Gillett. Nomads have a decent wee go at getting a trophy in this one. They came close a couple of years ago. Was it last year maybe? They'll be in fierce competition with, you'd imagine, with formed teams being Fairmead Bays, fellow Southern League team Coastal Spirit. And then the other quarter-final to come with two New World Premiership sides in Wolseley United and Universities of Canterbury batting out the final quarter. Nice little 1-2, just didn't come off. But it's made its way through. No, it hasn't. Good defending. Also clever work in there from Sandys. He just steps over, rolls it back into Holland. McKee sees the space, drives into it, feeds it out to Killick. No way forward for him. Holland back to King. Cotton, no. Now with Alice now. Happy to inject a bit of pace. Trying to get it out here, Western. There's a bit of pressure going on them. They're clear. Holland into King. Put under pressure. Clips on through. Well read by Collins. It's the slightest of opportunities there from Ellis, who's moved over to this right-hand side. Nice work from McKee. King. Gillett moves it across to Holland. Lovely little turn by Ellis, is it? Well, he just keeps on running into challenges though, and there's a foul in there along the way. Not taken from the right place, or no, we've got the substitution. It's Western this time. They're going to make a couple of changes. He'll be there, captain Brendan Pitts to the sideline, along with goal scorer Warwick Hodson. I can only imagine we've got Callum Ross and even Van Wyk coming on. Just overcooked in there by Hugo King. Looking to release Ellis into dangerous positions and behind the back four. And a bit more grass. Sandys gets a piece of it. Burge comes short. Drives forward. Got his head up. Sandys. Nice little feed into Killick. The boys' little dive there. There's an opportunity for Western. Can they make it two? Well blocked. In the end, well, the recovering defence of McKee. Ten. Better to get across to Lund. Tan. Under pressure here. It's all going on. And there's the loose pass, Burge. He's onside, is he? Decent work. Really could have done better in there. Great opportunity to make it 7. They never really sat down. In the end, I'm not sure who that might have fallen to, whether it was Johnson or Ellis maybe. Or maybe even Worrell. Who's playing in the higher position now, or at the moment anyway, as Burge is just sitting a wee bit deeper. Got a bit of pressure in here. All the way back to frame from Burge. Holland receives it. Clip forward. It's a nicely timed run. Worrell heads it back into space, and there's no one reading that one. Tan brings it down. Feeds it out to Lund, and he'll win the throw. Injection there by Killick. Holland. Gets it back off Killick. Movement starting. More done well than protected, but decent foot in there from Lund. King. Gillett once again, the deepest player. Holland. Feeds it through. Nice little effort to turn it around the corner in there from Ellis, but just didn't fall. King back into Gillett. The willing runners have just dried up a wee bit here for Nomads. One seen is McKee. He's gone wide. It's well defended. No threat there. A well contained threat anyway by Western defence. King's going to have to work hard here. Was there a handball in there? It certainly was. There's Ellis, but touch just takes it away from him. Also one by Gillett. Mighty defensive work in here. Ahmed couldn't keep it under control under the pressure of Sandys. Nice ball forward here. Plenty of room here for Burge. He's going to have a crack. He's going to stick it in. What a finish. I think there might have been a wee hand in there from Collins. But a nice strike in there from Jesse Burge. Can make it 7. And this Nomad side return to their scoring ways after conceding one against the run of play. So they're going to have one eye, this Nomad side, on the weekend's efforts. They've got an important Chatham Cup game coming up. And they'll host Nelson Suburbs on Sunday, so opportunity to head down to Tullett Park to support the team on Sunday at 11. As Killick sends it forward. Worrell finds some space, but can't find the target. And Western will return to the New World Men's Premiership on Saturday. They'll face Selwyn United as they work hard to break their duck. And it might take a bit of confidence out of this one, having scored against the Southern League side. But Selwyn only 4 points ahead of them on the table. They also might have a little one eye on the weekend. Obviously, would not like to pick up any injuries. But I think they cleared their bench. It's only coach Connor Brandon who's left on the card, I think. Those Nomads will return to their retention strategy. Sandys looking for support, finds it in Holland. Turman running across the top there by Thomas, but to no avail. Sandys to Holland. Change with King. It goes for Killick, from Killick to King. Spread wide by Gillett to McKee, who's searching ball forward for Worrell. Nicely cut out. Few passes getting strung together by Western here. Can they carry it on? So they go. Roberts. All the way back to Collins. 10. Gets it taken off him. Opportunity here. And what a hold. Great strike for Burge, looking for his hat trick. But Collins doing well to get that one wrapped up and pumped up the field. Here come Nomads again. Just out Burge. Into King. Out to Sandys. Forward. Into Killick. Goes tip to drop around. He's got through and bangs it away. No problem whatsoever from Zach Killick there to make it 8. Then the one-way traffic continues for Nomads United as they look to rubber stamp this one. There was a decent contest in there between the two number 4s. Killick v Wilson. And it was a determination from the Nomads player who got around Wilson and gave keeper Collins no chance whatsoever. Quarter of an hour left in this one. And Nomads will get a throw. Some persuasion trying to go on to adjust the assistant referee's opinion, but he's going to stick with it. And offside. Nice little high line defending by Nomads. Well, it all gets very exciting in a couple of days' time where we've got the World Cup. Sure, you'll all be tuning into as many games as you possibly can, like I will be. So we'll be getting to watch some outstanding football. As the pressure goes on from Killick, it's 2v1. And pushed wide. In the end, it just rushed his shot a wee bit there, did Angus McIntyre. Just about could have walked that one in, but composure. Just leaving the situation when it was most needed. So a substitution going on here. I think it might be Ryan Ellis going to the sideline. It's a good goal from him in the 12th minute. And the benches are cleared. Well, the Nomad bench is cleared. Work in there from Johnson. Clever work from McIntyre. Killick drives forward and feeds it through. It's well read by Collins. Weston coming forward. Roberts looking for support. Goes down the line. Nice little turnout. Boy, crucial foot in by McKee, was it? There's Tan now onto it. Got it out to Hamid. All the support's gone by him. Back into Tan. Clipped forward by... Well, that might be... doesn't look like Sosa anymore out there. Sosa, maybe it's Cullum Ross, maybe. Sosa might come into this centre back. Yes, he has. Gillett in frame, just moving the ball around. Determined work from Thomas as he just tries to work his way around the top, just to encourage a mistake. Fed forward here. Plenty of options. Johnson just choosing to go back to King. Sandys finds Killick. Just rushes his ball forward and it's not quite clear. Well, it's cleared now. As Killick and Worrell try and combine there to continue the scoring. Holland, who he's got the captain's armband on now. Holland driving forward, no one really committing, so it's straight through and guided over. Late call on the offside, must have just made his run a wee bit too early, wasn't far away, Angus McIntyre. They couldn't get it on target in the end. Anyway. Nice win by Holland, picked up well by Roberts, fed through. It's well tracked back in the end by Nomads defenders. Frame to Holland. Looking for support. Clips it wide. Good work from McIntyre. Just to keep it under control with King, and there's the run from Burge. Feeds it in. He's not going to. Well, wait a minute. Miscued clearance. Hamid's able to get rid of it, but King, lovely little turn. Feeds it through. Nice work from McIntyre. And wide. Is it saved? It is. Collins doing well to get down to his left. And it seems like Angus McIntyre just can't quite get himself on the score sheet after a couple of weak chances. One offside, one well, and a couple well saved. Right in on Collins and hit it in. Well, it was drifted in, and I think it's centre back Hamish Gillett who gets the second and the 9th. In the 81st minute, so easy for Nomads. They might have a wee eye on getting into double digits now with sort of 8 minutes, probably 10 available to them. King to Holland. Sandys. Holland across to King. Steps round one. Feeds it wide. No way that way, so they start again. Still on the left-hand side. Trying to find a way to unlock this Western defence again. Driving in, showing a bit of pace. Looking for support, there it is. Well defended. They're not giving up, Western. No matter what the score is, they're going to try to stay amongst their work. Making it hard, they knew it was going to be difficult. There's a near inevitability about Western here, where they haven't been able to find any form this year so far against a team who's in the groove. Sitting third in the Dettol Southern League table. And one of the last 4 mainland sides in the Champions Cup. Nice little weave here, an opportunity. Who's going to take it? Killaku sees a shot drive wide. It's fallen to Burge. He'll step in. Will he give the right foot a go? He will. Oh, it's saved once, but not held. And there's the 10. And I think that might have been Cody Johnson who's picked up the 10th. And what is turning into a cakewalk here. It's an absolute party time here for the Nomads fans. Brought the trumpet, brought the drum, and they're going to have a good time. Tan. Another tangle up, the King. Free kick given. Can they engineer something here? I've got one, but can they find their way? Oh, they're forced back. Third forward. Roberts back into Lund. Looking for support. Finds it in Sosa. Launch forward, but a miss by McKee. Oh, he's lucky to get it back here. Sosa under pressure. Enough support to get away out. Third forward. Couldn't quite pull it back there. Benjamin Worrell. Wilson with the goal kick. Well won by Gillett. Tan sends it wide, can only find Sandys. Lays it back into Holland across to Gillett. Gillett calls it forward. Industrious work in there from Johnson. Liver tangle up. Worrell's going to have a crack. Well blocked by Wilson. Roberts driving forward. Gets it out to Hamid. Tries to go around Holland. Can't do so, and he lays it back in the frame. Ross. And offside. Frame wants to take it. Well, they're going to pass it to him. He'll launch it forward. Well won by Wilson. Pressure on Ross. Can't turn out of that one. King's going to miss out on getting into that one, but Holland will compose things by rolling it back into frame. Nice chest into Sandys. Always a delightful ball. Headed up and over, and some air offside there. But no need to pull that one up. It was well taken in the end. McKee picks up the pieces, get it to frame. Some pressure going on from Thomas. Nomads doing well to pass their way out of it. Killick sent crashing to the ground. Was McIntyre, sorry. King across to Holland. In the final stages here, there's a lovely ball, poorly controlled. McIntyre can't get to it. Now he's got it. Put under immediate pressure. Weston fighting hard to get rid of it. Can't do so. There's a strike. Easily taken by Collins straight at him. Well, there's the 90 up. Not too sure how many extra minutes we're playing. Well, there's your answer. There's none. Everybody's had enough. It's been a chilly evening here at English Park in this Morrison Mitsubishi quarter-final between Nomads and Western. Well, there were goals aplenty, and most of them, well, 10 of them were for Nomads, just the one for Western, and we have found ourselves another quarter-finalist for this year's English Cup. So Nomads United will join Ferrymead Bays and Coastal Spirit in the quarterfinals. On the 23rd, we'll get to see Hawesville United taking on Universities of Canterbury to find the final one of the 4 quarterfinalists. So make sure you tune in or come along to English Park and enjoy the evening with us. Good evening.